Hello and welcome. We are doing some more One Piece today, episodes 154 and 155. It's much harder to remember 3-digit numbers than 2-digit numbers and 1-digit numbers. Have you noticed that? It's harder for me to remember what One Piece episode I'm up to because they're so bloody big. Anyway, we're getting into these episodes. I think we're gonna properly get into Sky Island now. Like, we were in the clouds the last two episodes, but we weren't in Sky Island. We were just within the clouds, you know, in the sea, I guess, their version of the sea up there. So I think we're going into Skypiea. I think that's how you pronounce it. I think that's what one of my patrons said, is that it rhymes with I see ya, Skypiea. Skypiea. So hopefully I get that vaguely right. But yeah, I mean, we just set up some Chekhov guns last episode. That was kind of all we did. So I think we're just gonna jump right into this. I've got a lot of notes written down, but they're all just names of shit, so there's not really much to talk about. Yeah, we're gonna be jumping into this. Support the video if you can, guys. Comment down below, tell me what you think about the episodes and what you think about my reaction and such. And just support the channel as much as possible. I want to be able to keep doing these videos, and you know, it may not last forever if the videos do not get support. And my Patreon account has full-length, early access, exclusive videos. There's a lot of stuff over there. We are many episodes ahead on there. Like, you'll be like 3 weeks ahead or something on my Patreon account. So go check those out as well. Yeah, we are just gonna jump into One Piece. This is episode 154 and 155. Okay, recap Rubik's. Okay, I'm trying to recap Rubik's. Oh, and there's the title. Okay, I didn't get that far in the Rubik's Cube. I basically got one side and... Oh, here we are! Okay. Is this like Jack and the Beanstalk inspired? Yeah, like those green things look like beanstalks. Can you? I wonder what's going on here. If there's anything interesting here. I would be so careful. I don't want to fall through more clouds. Usopp almost died before. Who cares? What if you lose your ship? Oh, Chopper trying to join in, but he's too short. Oh my god, the bird. The bird got out? It's handled. What's Nami? Is Nami wearing a shirt? Is she just in a bra right now? She is. Oh, is she in like a bikini, like a swimsuit? Cool. So her swimsuit is pants and the bikini top? Nice. You're gonna learn a lot about just enjoying yourself here, Nico Robin. Uh-oh. Where are you gonna roll? That's true. Navy probably can't get up here. Is it food? It looks kind of like food. But it might be like a bug. Is it like a caterpillar? Ow! Oh, it looks kind of cute in her hair. I'll keep it in there, Robin. It looks good. What? Is he using a creature? At least he apologized. Harp players? It's a woman. Aw. Hesso. What does Hesso mean? Is that a different language? Or is that her name? She looks a bit like Kaya, doesn't she? Like just a little bit. Oh. Kind of cute design. I like the little mantis antennae. Sanji's me. Aww. Cornis. You seem very sweet. Something? Oh. I guess Hesso is just a greeting. Oh my god! Don't you know how to drive it? There are. Pagaya. Catch some fish? What, in the clouds? I guess so. All these people are so nice. Should I trust this? Oh, great. I mean, you might have lost the waiver. Oh, yeah. That's a good question. Looks like it counts. Yep. No, Chopper, you're gonna drown too. Chopper wants to help so bad. 10 years? Holy moly! Is that Nami? Of course. He said you need to know about the sea. She knows about the sea. Don't know if I've seen that much jealousy in Luffy before. Okay. Island clouds makes sense. What? Okay, I about 45% get it. Man-made clouds. Okay. Is that like the furniture? He's really jealous. Wow. Oh, okay. Is this a sending stone? Or is it like a recording device? Yeah, it's a recording device. The seashell made fun of Usopp. So diodes are just like electronics. Cool. Okay, so they have very small and specific uses. That's good. Good to know. A lamp dial. I mean, yeah, just a lot of different electronic substitutes. Flavor dials? That's useful. Damn. I don't like seafood, but it looks like it's well done. Oh no. Where? Shit.
足を踏み入れちゃならないって。なんだよそれ。
It's a big tree? Upper yard. Where God lives. Wow. Oh, I wanted it to keep panning out. I want to see more. I guess next episode. Pretty solid little episode. We got, we met some new characters right away. What are their names? Cornis, Pagaya, and then Sue the fox. And they all seem very delightful, very sweet people right away, you know? There's a part of me that wants to be suspicious just because our first introduction to them being in the sky is they went up and they were immediately attacked. And then a knight came to their rescue and such. But I just thought, you know, like, that's not a good first impression for very trusting people. But it seems like these people seem to be extremely nice, and I don't think they'd have an ulterior motive for not being nice, because they seem to be just offering our crew things and not trying to get anything from us. I like the idea of Nico Robin. I guess she like is sort of seeing the innocence of everyone, and it feels like it's calming to her, you know? She feels like the kind of person who she's lived her whole life like sort of in dangerous situations and on edge and with these grand goals and whatever. She's probably never been with any people like this who they just go to a place and they're like, let's just relax. Let's just chill for a while. Like, I think she's like looking at them all and she's gone, huh. So we came here just to chill? Like, that's why we came up here? And but she didn't seem disappointed with it or angry with it. It was just curious, just interesting, you know? So I think it's kind of cool that I think we're gonna see her relax a bit. I'm really curious about Nico Robin though, just in general. Like, I wonder, she seems like at this point in the story, like she is kind of just, she has a certain character and I don't see any arcs for her. Like, I don't see what they're setting up with her, other than just like coming to like the crew more. Other than that, I don't really see like much in the way of anything, because it feels like she's now like just resigned to be with them because like she was already accepted that her life was over and then Luffy saved her, and so she's like, fuck it, I'm with you guys now. So I can absolutely see what her role in the show would be in terms of like her combat ability is phenomenal. In terms of her like just general personality in a scene is like, you know, we know how she operates there. In terms of her knowledge, she's got a great amount of knowledge. I can definitely see how she helps the crew, but I'm just so curious to see like what they do with her character other than that. You know, how are they going to, if they do, grow her character? Because I can totally see how all the other characters can grow and change and be affected by things around them and stuff, but a fusion of me not knowing what her major goals are right now. I mean, I guess she's gone over some of them. I mean, she's gone over her major goal, like her number one goal, but I just mean like she doesn't have any sense of urgency with any of that. So like, and since she's so chill about everything, I'm just curious, you know? It's not a negative or a positive. I'm purely curious. So I'm excited to watch future episodes and see how that all plays out. But it's cool that this island seems to have dials. So they have kind of electronics in a way. And I'm sure they could add a bunch of different dials. Like, oh, this is the toaster dial. It toasts bread. And this is the bread making dial. It makes bread. So that now that's how we know what bread is. And, you know, they could just go forever and keep adding dials and stuff. But it seems like most of them have one very specific purpose. But I wonder what the upper yard is going to be. They say that's where God lives. So they have a god here. But it's like I imagine it's someone like a mortal who is playing God. But I mean, I don't know. It felt like a very peaceful place. So it didn't feel like there's someone oppressing them, but I feel like whenever there's like a zone that, oh, we can't go there, that's where God lives. Like that feels like there's someone in charge who might be taking advantage of them, but I don't know how. I haven't seen any evidence that they are. I'm just suspicious. But maybe this will just be a nice place. How many episodes are there in this saga? I'm just gonna quickly check. I think there were a lot, weren't there? Because we're on episode 155, and it goes until 206. It goes until 206. There are 71 episodes in this saga. We're, 20 in, basically. But so there's still 50 episodes or so to go. So there's got to be something that happens in this saga. But I wonder what, I mean, I guess we're just going to have to come across some sort of villain or something. I just kind of know nothing about this saga at all. And I have no expectations for it. I don't know what to expect at all. And I know some people aren't huge fans of this saga in comparison to some of the other ones. Especially apparently the next one is really good, but we're quite a ways away from that, I mean, maybe I'll be speeding up how I do videos and stuff, but that depends on you guys. And if you support the videos and help me out a lot, if I get a lot of viewership, it'll be much easier to do more videos. So yeah, keep that in mind. If you want me to get to the later arcs faster, a bigger viewership makes it easier. But anyway, we're going to be jumping into the next episode. We're going to go to episode 155. Let's do it. Oh, recap Rubik's. All right. I'm continuing the recap Rubik's from last time. So, and for how far they're going back, I think I'm going to do the entire cube. I think I'm going to finish this cube. All right, finish the cube, baby. It took 2 recaps. Last episodes and this episode's. Show me what the upper yard's like. Stop recapping and give it to me. Okay, keep panning. Stop! Don't cut away. Keep panning. Let me see. That's technically a tilt, right? If you go up. Not a pan. Don't show me the title, because then I can't look at the... Okay, I'm going to cover the text at the bottom so I can still look at the landscape. Cut away again. You know what? I guess it makes sense. God theoretically lives in the clouds. Eneru. Almighty God Eneru. What an angle. With her legs going sideways. No, it's Zoro. Of course he doesn't. Oh. You know what? I take it back. He's agnostic. But out of a lack of caring. Now, is Nami the type of person to get out of this boat and check it out? Oh my god, Luffy. Is he just gonna cause the trouble that kicks off this arc? He sounds different right now. I don't know. She's surely not just gonna get out and walk in, is she? I am very curious about it. The treasure should be here. Oh no. Oh no, that's gonna lure her in. There's treasure in there. She has to check it out if people are talking about treasure. Don't drag her into this. Yeah, we don't want to drag these two in. They're so nice to us. Even if it's not a god and it's just a douchebag, you still don't want to get these guys in trouble. Oh, that's why it sounded like weird and tinny. Because it was a recording. Oh yeah, and she wasn't there while they were talking about how dials work. Interesting. That's ominous. Uh-oh. Uh-huh. Ah. But using a boat. And especially without your navigator. Who we got here? Oh my god! Are they gonna save him? Yeah, they are. Oh, looks like just a puppy. Just a big puppy. What the hell is with all these characters? Shit. I don't know. I have no idea. It's finally a dangerous place we can go. Okay. Oh no. Luffy, you're gonna die! Someone go in and save him. His crew are so slow. They're so slow to save him. Oh, great. That's good. That'd be kind of fun, I think, to squeeze all the water out of Luffy. Oh my god. Okay. This is a strange situation. Why are they all going after this one guy? Oh shit. Shit! Oh, okay. He wasn't shooting at Nami. I don't care what happens to those guys. Sure. You look like a good guy. Give it a shot? Oh no. What the? Huh? What's happening? There are aliens? God abducts people? Whoa! What is this? That's a cool drawing. Varf? Verf? Some water dials. Oh, right. So they're like hoses, I guess. Captain McKinley. White Berets. So these are going to be the guys coming after us. So not the Navy, but a different police force. Okay. So these guys are like kind of like bounty hunters to go for the immigrants like us. Yeah. It is pretty crazy, but you did kind of break one of their laws. I mean, even though the woman said you can just go. Damn. That actually looks great. Well done. Yeah, who cares? It looks great. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Is this White Berets coming now? Nah. What? They're crawling now? they were fine walking. No, as you can see, there are 6 of us. So... Alright. Okay. So, you come to these clouds and you get to the gate, and then at the gate, they're like, you have to pay this crazy amount of money, and you probably won't have the money. And the lady's like, hey, if you don't want to pay, I'm not going to physically restrain you. I'm an old woman. But, you know, that's the way to the city. But, you know, you should be paying because that's the law. And then the crew's like, well, we're just not going to pay. You go to the island, and then now, basically, they're illegal immigrants. So they are fair game for the White Berets. And I guess all these, like, bounty hunters. I don't know. I doubt these bounty hunters are part of the White Berets as well. I imagine they're different factions. And I'm calling them bounty hunters just because I imagine there's, like, a bounty. Because they said at the end, they're like, oh, you can't split 7 people 4 ways or whatever. So I imagine there's some sort of cash reward for this. It makes me think, like, what's the point? You know, like, what's the city's end game? What's the point of having a gate where you don't actually stop people necessarily, but you try to get them to pay the fee, and when they don't, they go up to the city and you just try to get rid of them with people, bounty hunters and stuff anyway? Because then what's happening is not only are you not getting the entrance toll money from the people, but you're also losing money from, I imagine, paying the bounty hunters and like their reward money, or paying the White Berets their salary, I guess, right? I would think that would just be a money sink for no reason, because it doesn't, like, the Sky Island down below is kind of just known as a myth. So there's no, like, reputation that's going down there of, like, oh, you have to pay the money or you're in big trouble because all these people went and died, you know? Like, I don't hear that. I don't think that's, like, a thing going around, that there's no reputation. Because the reason you would do this, I would imagine, would be you know, the first people say no to the money, they go up, they die, then word starts going around to all the other people who are thinking of going in the city that, like, hey, you know, if you don't pay that fee, you go in there and you die. So, like, and so people start to pay the fee. But since the reputation isn't, like, leaving the city, it feels like, I don't know. But it's definitely an interesting location we're in here. I'm super curious about the god, the almighty god Eneru, because we don't really know anything about it, but there was this crazy laser beam. Wow, yeah. Like, I think it's gonna take me a little while to figure out what's going on here, but I think that's the idea. I'm pretty sure so far they just kind of showed us a bunch of stuff that isn't supposed to make that much sense yet, and we'll figure it out as we go along. But there was a lot of different character designs here, and they were pretty interesting. I don't think there were any character designs. You know how sometimes I'll see a character design and I'll be like, ugh, in One Piece, you know? I've done that several times in this show, and I think you guys are very, very aware of it at this point. When I see a character design, I'm like, oh, that character is ugly. I don't think there were any that, you know, like, there were ones that aren't meant to look attractive or whatever, but I think they still looked like pretty solid, fun character designs that I enjoyed. So, like, I think the ugliest quote-unquote character design was, like, the very round, I think, woman with, like, the goggles or whatever, and was making that character also had some sort of catchphrase that wasn't Heso, but it was kind of sort of like that, like Hoi or something. That character was maybe the least attractive character, but still like an interesting enough design, a fun enough design that it didn't annoy me, you know? It wasn't like Miss Merry Christmas or whatever, where I was like, oh, I don't want to even look at them, you know? So, yeah, there's nothing else to talk about, really. Like, that was all I wanted to talk about, I think. Because especially since we're in the point in the show where there's just a bunch of obscure stuff happening and I have to piece together what's happening or wait for them to explain it. And I'm not good at piecing together what's happening. I know my own weaknesses. I'm not great at that sort of stuff. So I'm not going to even go even further because I'll just embarrass myself. Because sometimes also people get kind of annoyed when I make like sweeping judgments and they're totally wrong. Like when I make big predictions and they'll be like, that is totally not what's happening. It's pretty clear that this is what's happening, and it's something that doesn't get explained for like 20 episodes because people think that it was obvious back when they first started watching it, and in retrospect it is super obvious watching it now, but you know, when it's your first time seeing all this stuff, it takes a lot to take all this in, you know. On top of that, I'm reading subtitles, I'm commentating for the thing. It's crazy. Anyway, that's One Piece episodes, whatever they were. 154 and 155. So thanks for watching these episodes. Support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. My Patreon account has full length, early access. You can get the next like several weeks of One Piece videos on there right now, and there's also a VIP tier. If you want to request a reaction from me, you can do that as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.